ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। हरि ओम। वेदसार शिवस्तोत्रम, that means it is a hymn in praise of Lord Shiva, and he is the essence of the stutis that are found in the Vedas. Also it means it is a stuti of Lord Shiva, who is a Sara, the essence, the truth of all the Vedas. We find 1000 names of Lord Shiva in different places. Like in Mahabharata is there, in Shiva Purana also there. I happen to see one very beautiful name of the Lord, Vedanta Sara Sandoha. Vedanta Sara Sandoha. Sandoha means Saguna Vigraha. Vedanta Sara is Satchidananda Brahma, because Sarve Vedayat Padamamananti, all the Vedas only reveal the Satchidananda Brahma. So Vedanta Sara is Satchidananda Brahma. And Tasya Sandoha, and that one manifestation, beautiful manifestation, is Saguna Rupa, it is Lord Shiva. So Vedasara or Vedanta Sara Sandoha Shiva Stotram it is. Here the Lord Shiva is meditated upon as the supreme Brahman reality, and his Saguna Rupa is worshipped also. Now we can begin the stotram. I have already given you sufficient introduction yesterday. So the first shloka, already I have told you, this is a beautiful composition of Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji. Pashunam patim papanasham paresham Gajendrasya Kritim Vasanam Varenyam Jatajuta Madhye Sphurat Gangavarim Mahadeva Mekam Smarami Smararim Mahadeva Mekam Smarami Smararim. When we want to know the meaning of Sanskrit shloka, what we should do is look for the verb, Kriyapadam. So here the verb is the last line, Smarami, I remember. Remembrance, remember word is very simple. I say Shiva, 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 I remember, that also is remembrance. Remember means also I feel the presence of the Lord, aware of his presence. That of course smara. Also smara means I meditate. Meditate on most glorious, beautiful Bhagwan Shiva. That is the meaning of Smarami. So, the moment he said, I remember or I meditate, the question would be, whom do you remember? So, then we find grammatically what is that word which is in the objective case. What is the object of remembrance meditation? So, he said, Pashunam Patim, Lord Shiva, but Lord Shiva's many epithets, adjectives are given here. Pashunam Patim, Papanasham, Paresham. Now you see the very first line, how you say Pashunam Patim Papanasham Paresham. Alliteration. Anupras it is called. So now Pashunam Patim, that's why he is called Pashupati. This name is very well known. And you know, in Kathmandu, Nepal, Pashupatinath temple is the most famous one. Pashunam Pati, I remember meditated on the Pati, the master, the lord of Pashus. Now see, whenever we hear the words, there is a literal meaning and what we call conventional meaning, that immediately it comes to our mind. The word Pashu is used for animal, because if we see the translation. So, I remember the lord of animals. Oh, what a big thing that we have. Huh? Shepherd is there, cowherd is there, and there are many people, the masters of all the cattle is like that. Now, so Pashunam Patim. So, it's called Rudhi. Rudhi means conventional, what we understand immediately. But if you see the word Pashu, it comes from the dhatu. Pashyati iti Pashu, simple meaning. The one who sees is called Pashu. So the question is, do only animals see? Huh? All creatures see. Huh? Then, what about the birds, animals, creature? Even little mosquito also sees. Human beings also sees. Nag, Gandharva, Yaksha, Kinnara, all those denizens of heaven, they also see. And those who are in Patal, Loka, everywhere see. So therefore, when you say Pashunam Pati means Thavara Jangamanam Pati, the one who is the Lord of the entire world of movable, immovable things and beings, that is called Pashunam Pati. Then something is different. Otherwise, what is the big thing? And do you know something interesting I learned very recently, that we don't see only with our eyes. See, there are creatures who see with their hands also. Seeing means feeling. And isn't it true that if we are blindfolded, and they say go from this to that place, or suddenly in darkness in the night we wake up, how do you go? Don't we go? So with our hands also we start feeling, and then, or when a blind person also, he has got a stick, and they tuck, and then we sometimes with our feet also we see that is there anything here in between and all that. So then suddenly we find the word Pashu. Huh? All creatures, all beings, whom we call even denizens of heavens also, huh? All of them come in this category only. He is the Lord of the whole creation. Sthāvara Jangama, movable, immovable, everything. That Chaitanya Brahma, with his own, that power, inexplicable, infinite, immeasurable, that power, when he is called as Ishvara, so he is not Ishvara, is only just ordinary some few things. Now the word Pati. Pati word also is used commonly when we say husband, Pati Patni. When we say, then Patni means wife and Pati means husband. That much only meaning is there. But Pati means a Swami, master. He is a Grihapati. Grihapati. So he is the head of the family. He is the master. Rashtrapati. See, in India we call the president of the nation as Rashtrapati. Master, Lord, that's the meaning. But the basic duty and responsibility of that master is to protect. That's called Pati. Only just becoming the head, that's a very people like to have this power, but important thing is those who are under you, a king is there and subjects are there. The first and foremost important thing for that Lord is to see that they all are safe, they prosper. So that is possible only when you love, right? When that love is there, compassion is there, thought of welfare, well-being of them that is there, then not only you keep all power with yourself, but you empower them. Then that is called a Pati. Pashunam Patim. And that's what you will find. All creatures are blessed with some kind of called sixth sense also. And the first thing they have got survival instinct, that which is there. Because of it, they all the time see their own safety also. And every jiva, little creature also gets its food. Just look around. That's called Pati then. This one word itself is so beautiful, Pashupati. So, Pashupataye Namaha. So, when you say Sahasranamavali, then one will be Pashupataye Namaha, Om Pashupataye Namaha. Now, you see, even though when we read Vishnu Sahasranam or all other Sahasranam, they are also the Lord of all that is there. But Pashupati word particularly has come only with reference to Lord Shiva somehow. So, when the Pashupati word is used, only Lord Shiva only comes to our mind. And the weapon he had, that's called Pashupata Astra, which he had given to Arjuna. That's a different matter. But the one who worships him, he blesses, whichever way blessing. Arjuna was in need of that, Shiva was so pleased with him and he gave him that. So, Pashunam Patim Smarami. So, everywhere to see Pashunam Patim, Pashupatim. So, Pashunam Pati, Pashupati is called Shashti Tatpurush Samas. And then it becomes the Visheshana of Bhagavan Shiva only. Smarami, I remember. And now the Pati word is so beautifully elaborated. Papa Nasham. He is that Pati, that Swami who is capable of destroying all the sins of the jivas. What are the papa? In simple word, I will say they are roadblocks. When we are driving, and suddenly what you find? Oh, boom. Roadblocks are there, a traffic jam is there, and so therefore your progress is obstructed. So now even at physical level we are moving from one place to other place, also our progress can be obstructed. Then in our studies, then our spiritual practice, or even our research work, and so many things keep coming. At present time, so many people wanted to do so many things. They say, but what to do with the COVID situation, now everything is what you call kept on hold. बहुत ही बड़ा obstacle आ गया है. So papa means that which obstructs our progress. Now here, what is the papa? The biggest is, see, the ignorance of our own true nature, ignorance of truth, ignorance of even the presence of the Lord. That ignorance is the biggest papa, because from that only all wrong notions arise, and then we go on doing many things. It is a big topic, but briefly I will tell you. At our karma level, all of us are told what we should do, what we should not do. But when we do not follow those injunctions, that not following those injunctions itself is papa. Right? Karma level. Even student level and anywhere, offices, homes, workplace, wherever. What is to be done, we don't do. What is not to be done, we just do that only. But why do we do that? Its subtle cause is in our mind, our raga dveshas. So then coming under the sway of our own personal raga dveshas, that also obstructs our progress. And because of that we don't understand things. Material things we don't understand, even living beings very difficult to understand. Years together we live with each other and we don't understand, because our minds are so prejudiced. Then intellect level also. We get attached to our own opinions, ideas, and what not. Ahankar. And while listening to pravachan, going to sleep also is papa. Not only pravachan, a student also he goes to class, in the maths class or science, or there he just goes to sleep. ये पाप का फल है. Because it is obstructing your listening or not. So Bhagwan is that Swami. If you worship him, he gives us that power. As he said, Papanasham, Bhagwan's name Shiva, that Shiva is Papanasham. Actually, any name of the Lord, if you say Ram, you say Hari, Namasmaranam, he is a Shiva. Now let me tell you about this name Shiva also. There is a Sh plus E plus V. That first letter Sh is Sham, Kalyan, Ananda Swarupa, Atma Swarupa ityartha. Shuddha. Then it comes E. E represents Ishvara. That Paramatma with that power is called the Ishvara. And what is that Va? The word is Amrita Bija, so Amrita Swarupini Shakti ityartha. So in the word Shiva, Shuddha Chaitanya with Upadhi is called the Ishvara, and that Upadhi Shakti is Va. So this name is most purifying. And in Shiv Purana it is said that there is no papa in this world which cannot be destroyed by this name Shiva. And that much papa nobody can do also. So much power is there in the name of this Shiva. Therefore you should say, Shiva Shiva Japate Leena Manaho. So his name is like Ganga, most purifying, Papanasham. So if someone can chant that name, that only will remove the papas, all that, purify the mind. So papa means that which pollutes the mind. Punyam means which purifies the mind. So his name is Punyam. Acha, this Pashunam Patim, and he becomes Papanasham. How? Because he is Paresham. Parascha, so Ishascha. He is the Isha. Isha means the Lord, the ruler. So in this world, so many rulers are there. The rulers of the heavens are also there, Patal Lok also there. He said, no, Para, the supreme ruler, under whom all of them are there. These countless Brahmandas are there, and so many powerful deities are there, or people are there, all they are a lot of power they have got. So many rulers are there, but they are not under his control. Para, supreme he is. And being the supreme, he has got all this power. Pashunam Patim Papanasham Paresham. This is Lord Shiva, Smarami. So Shiva, 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 Shiva. Even if you don't say complete Om Namah Shivaya also, only if you say Shiva, 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 Shiva. Kalyana Swarupe. Gajendrasya Krittim Vasanam Varenyam. Gajendrasya Krittim Vasanam. Vasanam means what? Clothing. See, when we go to the bed, to sleep, so we sleep on the bed and then we cover ourselves with a covering sheet. So here Gajendrasya Krittim. Krittim is called a skin, hide of Gajendra, the huge Gajendra. That Gajendra is not that Gajendra in our Bhagavad what we find, no. He is the one, Gajaraj, he was an Asura actually. It is said there was Mahishasura. No, recently only we had Dashara, Vijayadashmi and all that. Mahishasura Mardini, Durga Devi, she killed Mahishasura. That Mahishasura's son was Gajasura. Acha. Gaja means elephant. And these Asuras used to appear in different forms. They also they have got different powers and all that. So he got angry that Devi killed my father. So one thing we find, all of them were capable of doing some penance and tapas. Asuras were there, they were not Nastikas, that is the interesting point. So, and they do tapas to Brahmaji and all that, and got the boon. They always used to have wanted a boon that they will never die. Brahmaji used to say that I cannot give. Other than that, but if you can avoid that mrityu by one way or the other, then that is a different matter. So this Gajasura said, what? Because if I have to die, I should die only at the hands of a person who is totally free from desire, lust and passion and karma. Nishkam, because he knew that all people, all beings are these Kamadasas. Isn't it? So he thought nobody can kill him. So Bhagavan said, Tathastu. But little he knew that Lord Shiva, Kamari, Kamadhanaha, he had finished the Kama in Nishkam. So then Bhagavan Shiva came and killing him. At that time, he suddenly changed and his heart was filled with love and devotion for the Lord. And the Gajasur said, Bhagavan, I have got one wish. What is that wish? You please cover your body with my hide, my skin. Huh? Gajendrasya Krittim Vasanam. Chadar jaisa ओढ़ लो. Because elephant is huge, you know. These stories are so fascinating. And Bhagavan said, yeah. Bhagavan. He said, you want that? All right. So he blessed that Gajasur and he took his hide and then wrapping himself with that. That's why it's called Gajendrasya Krittim Vasanam. Therefore, one name of Lord Shiva is Krittivasa. You must have heard the name Krittivasa. That name came from here. That's why it's called Veda Sarastuti. Remember, all these names are there. Gajendrasya Krittim Vasanam Varenyam. Varenyam. Varenyam means Varaniyatama. The one who is supremely worthy of choosing. If you have to choose anything in this world, anyone, most adorable, most worshipful, most choosable, if that is Bhagavan. See, he can bless that Asura also in that way. And at the end, time of death, he fulfill his desire also. कौन होंगे ऐसे? That's why I say, कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम. भवम भवानी सहितम नमामि. ऐसे जो भगवान हैं, आई रिमेम्बर, पशूनां पतिं पापनाशं परेशं गजेन्द्रस्य कृत्तिं वसानं वरेण्यं जटाजूटमध्ये स्फुरद्गाङ्गवारिं महादेवमेकं स्मरामि स्मरारिं. These two lines we will see tomorrow. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. उमापति महादेव की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।